Hi, fellow brick engineers. 2000 supports in 9 days. That's really amazing, and I'm really thankful for that. And as promised, I will make a short movie about the project at every 1000 votes. So here is video number 2. And we're going to talk about the design of the engine cowl. And the engine cowl is interesting because it's very circular. Here you see it in full glory. There are 5 main elements in this project. That's the portal, the control room, the engine cowl, that's the casing around the engine, and then the engine itself with its fan. And we're going to talk about the cowl now in a very short movie. So we're going to switch to studio now. So here we are in studio, and here you see all the design stages that I went through to get from this to the final product. And I'm not going to tell too much. I'm just going to zoom in. You can pause the movie if you like, and then you can see how it went. So it started really small with a small engine made of panels, and then I started to make chains to get this round form. And you can use this for all kinds of stuff like towers of a castle or something. But the problem with this is it's not, you can squeeze it. You won't keep the round form. Here you can see how I made this change in studio. Here you see my scrapyard. So here I started to make it of Technic panels. Finally, I used that for the engine itself. And here you can see I make it with slope elements. You see I work with strange colors just to make it clear to myself when I'm working. And you see these purple pink poles, those are used to measure. And here you see a variety of diameters that you can make with slope elements and hinges. I will put some still images of this with the project update. Here you see I also put a minifigure in to show how big it is. These Technic elements to keep everything in place. And what you see here is that it looks really fine, but it's a really thick layer of all kinds of plates to get there. So it's an enormous amount of elements, and it's also very thick. So I had to think of something else. And you can see that here as well. Here you can see it's a lot of elements just for this ring. And if you want to make an whole engine, it's really a lot of elements. And so I came up with this idea. Here you can see how that was done, and that's not very efficient. So I came up with this idea, and that's the idea of the pentagon. It's a pentagon made of Technic elements with plates on it, and that's how it's done in the final product. And for the front ring, I also use this form with the pentagon, and I add a circle on it with these chains that I used here. This is some in-between project, and this is almost the final product. And here you have the final product. And I can hide the doors and the engine. So now you can see the final thing, how it's done. So it started small and silly maybe, and then we got with all those kind of ring structures to, and then we finally got here. And after all, it isn't that complex anymore. It's a really simple way of getting around structure that's also very strong, because that's also necessary. We have a lot of force in the engine when the motor is running in real, but also here with the electromotor. So that's it. I'm going to switch. So I'm going to say thank you for watching. I hope to see you at 3000. And if you haven't supported yet, please support at Lego Ideas and search for aircraft engine. Thank you very much so far and see you. Bye.